there may not be much in the way of legal recourse. If a public inquiry makes particular findings, then that may lead in due course to some form of legal recourse if the public inquiry recommends it.
We know there was no Readers' deal. It's a complete and utter lie. We know that because in February, when the plans were being drawn up, social care wasn't mentioned, and the meetings we attended, it was chaotic. There was no idea what was going to happen. But I think what we must never be allowed to forget is the people who lost their lives. Because if we start looking for money in recompense, we'll lose the argument. It's the lives that were lost.
That's maybe an example of where it's really important to get the right terms of reference. Beyond that, being involved in a public inquiry, it may be a possibility of giving witness evidence, it may be a possibility of becoming what's called a core participant. And there are particular legal criteria that you need to satisfy in order to become a core participant.
There was clear evidence that government didn't think the social care sector would be affected.
Precisely.
And that's why it's key that we look before, because the view was that care homes will be fine. Actually, let's save the NHS. And so they put us lambs to the slaughter. We were put on that plinth just with our residents to try and protect people whilst they were putting people out.
The public inquiry, yes, some people might want compensation, but it is about that level of change, and we've got to look at who has suffered and how we improve moving forwards, without putting, because it has happened in the past, the full ownership back onto care homes to go, this is everything you need to do to prevent this moving in the future. There has to be an understanding that actually is support from all around that does it. But I know some families will go, oh, what about the managers? It was me who lost loved ones. Managers have suffered as well, and that needs to be taken into account.
The key issue at the moment is getting the terms of reference right. I know it's a sort of boring legal point, but it is really important, because the government will want to minimise the sort of political risks to them from this inquiry. They will want to keep the terms of reference line up the terms of reference in a way that suits them. And I think if we're going to make this public inquiry genuinely accountable, then that is the most crucial issue at this point in time.
We didn't know what to do, where to turn, who to speak to. It's very traumatic. It felt like we were getting shut out. It felt like our opinion didn't matter. And it still feels to this day that we've lost a piece of Dad in terms of he's declined and we haven't been able to support him. I personally feel like I've let him down. And I also think, we all felt isolated at the time.